Welcome back to the lecture on the study of chemical reactions. This is the concluding part. In continuation of our previous topic, use of kinetic isotope purpose. Now I am talking about use of isotope for non-kinetic purpose. We know that mechanism of many reactions in terms of non-kinetic approach may also be investigated by the use of isotope leveling experiment. For this purpose, a suitably selected constituent atom of reactant molecules is substituted by its isotope, and then the isotopic atom is traced in the product. This investigation can point out the vital event of reaction course, such as bond breaking and bond formation, along with the reorienting positions of atoms in the products of the reaction, and thus propose reaction mechanism with more acceptability. Here are some examples. You have seen this is an ester, and we have to break it into acid and alcohol. There are two possibilities: alkyl oxygen fission and acyl oxygen fission. So out of the two possibilities of bond cleavage, such as alkyl oxygen fission and acyl oxygen fission, which one occurs during the aqueous hydrolysis of carboxylic acid ester, resulting in a mixture of carboxylic acid and alcohol, can be ascertained with the help of isotope leveling experiment. For this purpose, the reaction is carried out in water enriched with O18 isotope, and then O18 isotope is traced in the reaction products. Simple esters mostly results in O18 enriched carboxylic acid, leading to the fact that acyl oxygen fission takes place under the conditions of the reaction. So we can trace the mechanistic pathway using isotope leveling. Another example, with the help of isotope leveling experiment, source of hydride ion shifted during Cannizzaro reaction may be settled. For this purpose, Cannizzaro reaction of benzaldehyde is carried out in presence of heavy water, and the products are analyzed. The two hydride ion sources are the solvent itself and the aldehydic hydrogen of the second aldehyde molecule. In fact, Cannizzaro reaction of benzaldehyde resulting benzyl alcohol without incorporation of D thus support the mechanistic pathway involving hydride ion shift in Cannizzaro reaction of benzaldehyde in presence of alkali in D2O. It may be formulated as this way. Now there are some other evidences, stereochemical evidences. In case of some reactions, the reaction pathway may be more enlightened with the help of information about stereochemical course followed by the reaction. Some examples: nucleophilic substitution reactions. Two types of mechanistic schemes are observed. In case of SN1 mode of reaction, it leads to products that meet stereochemical criteria of racemic in nature. If we start from the one isomer, that is S isomer, we will get a mixture of R and S enantiomer. The reaction proceeds through formation of a planar carbocation intermediate, which can undergo nucleophilic attack equally well from either side, resulting in a mixture of two mirror image forms of product in equal amounts. As a result, if the starting material is optically active, the products will be optically inactive, that is racemic 1. In case of SN2 type of reaction, it results in products that meet stereochemical criteria of optically active but opposite in nature. Here the reaction proceeds through transition state. You have seen this is the transition state where the incoming nucleophile and the leaving group are both attached with the carbon frame. Here the reaction proceeds through transition state formed by the process of nucleophilic attack on the reacting carbon of substrate from the side just opposite to that of the leaving group, departs in a simultaneous manner. Finally, the product is formed by complete removal of leaving group, giving a completely opposite active stereoisomer. If we start it S isomer, we will get the R1. Another example is electrophilic addition reactions. In these reactions, mechanistic schemes may have to meet with particular stereochemical criteria. Thus, halogen addition is strongly anti, resulting in trans-additive products. Therefore, reaction course cannot be simple one-step addition, because then the resultant additive products will be cis-additive one. Instead of two-step reaction course is to be followed, as you have seen, bromine addition of this double bond. First, bromonium ion is formed, and after attack by bromide ion, we will get the trans vicinal dihalide, which is anti-addition product. Another example is elimination reaction. In these reactions, mechanistic scheme of E2 mode in terms of essential stereochemical criteria is fulfilled by the approach termed as anti-elimination. Anti-periplanar conformation is the favorable stereo feature for the elimination reaction occurring through E2 mode. If we consider the starting material and H and Br are the leaving group which are placed anti-periplanar to each other, and the attacking nucleophile attacks the hydrogen. Here it acts as a base, it attacks hydrogen, and then simultaneous. After that, the transition state is formed, and after removal of bromine, we will get this type of product. This is called anti-elimination. Now, the last experiment is crossover experiment. The important information regarding the rearrangements required for the development of the mechanism is whether a rearrangement proceeds intramolecularly or intermolecularly via one-step or two-step process respectively. The purpose can be reasonably attained by crossover experiment, in which the reaction involving rearrangement is carried out with a mixture of consisting of the reactant with another similarly constituted but not identical compound, and finally the reaction products are analyzed. There is no scope of shifting of migrating groups from basic moiety of one reactant to the other in intramolecular mode of rearrangement, because it is a one-step process resulting in no cross products. Reverse is the case for intermolecular mode of rearrangement, leading to cross products, because it is two-step process resulting in shifting of migrating group from basic moiety of one reactant to the other. Examples of two types is like that. First one is pinacol-pinacolone rearrangement. Pinacols undergo rearrangement intramolecularly through one-step process to pinacolones. can be evidenced by crossover experiment, in which a mixture of two similarly constituted pinacols, here you have seen they are similar, only here methyl is substituted by ethyl. They are treated with acid and the products are analyzed. The result of analysis leads to no cross products. These are the isolated product with no cross products, and we have not isolated this type of cross products. So it concludes that the rearrangement is intramolecular in nature. The last example is Fries rearrangement. In case of Fries rearrangement, which involves the migration of one acyl group of a phenyl ester to benzene ring, is a typical example of intermolecular rearrangement through two-step process. The intermolecular nature of the rearrangement can be proved by the crossover experiment, in which a mixture of two similarly constituted phenyl esters is treated with aluminum chloride and the products are analyzed. You have seen a mixture of phenyl esters, one is simple and another is orthochlorosubstituted, and both are treated with aluminum chloride, anhydrous aluminum chloride, and we will get normal rearranged product, no cross products, as well as the crossed one also. The analysis result leads to the conclusion in favor of the intermolecular nature of the rearrangement, because cross products are observed to be formed. So thank you. This is the end of your chapter.